All right, as many as 360 million Myspace accounts went on sale online after hackers breached the website and stole old users' data. While most people don't log on to Myspace now, it was at one point the largest social media site from just about 2005 to 2008 and could be the reason it got the attention of hackers and a good reason in your online security. I'm joined now by our tech expert, Ryan Eldridge, co-founder of Nerds on Call. All right, tell us what in the world happened here.
Well, essentially, they breached the site. The site had kind of poor security prior to 2013, and just before they switched over, some hackers got in and breached all of their database. And they got usernames, passwords, emails, which doesn't seem like that big of a deal because who heck uses MySpace anymore, right? Yeah. But what we don't remember is that back in 2008, it was the largest social network online, and nearly 427 million passwords have been compromised, 360 million accounts. I mean, that's a huge chunk. It's considered the largest data breach ever.
So you say that number, but then kind of going back to it, I mean, they got passwords, you know? Yeah. It's not like MySpace was taking credit card numbers. So really, what is the big deal when it comes down to it, especially prior to 2013? Because they did tighten security in 2013.
Yeah, they changed security, so they do use what's called a double-salted, where they just kind of do this kind of cool algorithm to make sure that you're safe. But here's the thing, is how many times do you go to a website, you set up an account, and you use your old username and password that you've been using on every website you've ever used since the day you were born?
Well, it's easy, right?
Yeah, it's hard to remember all these passwords. And you know, these days, we've probably got 7 or 8 different logins that we're using every single day, from Gmail to whatever. And so you use the same combo all the time. Well, here's the cool part, or not the cool part, here's the scary part, is you use the same username and password combo on, say, Gmail. The hackers can get into it fairly easily now. If you use it on MySpace, they can reset all your passwords for all your accounts because everything goes through email. It is the kind of like the blood heart of your internet identity.
So I was reading earlier today, just for our viewers, so rap artist Drake said that his Twitter account was actually hacked because of this story, because of his old MySpace. I don't know if they're exact same passwords, but that's apparently what happened.
Yeah, and if you still have the same email address, you would have gotten an email from MySpace a few days ago. But if you don't, you can go to a website called linkedsource.com, and you can type in your username and passwords, or I'm sorry, your username or your email address, and it'll tell you whether or not your data's been breached.
Data's been breached, yeah.
Yep. But what you want to do right now is just take the time and say, you know what, whether or not you were involved in this at all, is go ahead and change your username and passwords everywhere you can. Use a service like LastPass.com. It works awesome. You just go in there, use one username and password, and then every time you go to a website to log in, it'll create a unique password just for that website.
That's cool. Okay.
Or if you don't want to pay like the $4.99 a year for LastPass, you can just kind of create your own algorithm. Do it like this. Take the name of a favorite song, like Somewhere Over the Rainbow, for example.
I do like that song.
Take the first letter of each of those words in that. Then take a number, just a random number, whether it's your birth date or your son's birth date or whatever. Take 2 numbers out of that, and then just the first,
I'm doing it in my head.
The first 2 consonants and the first 2 vowels of the website. And now you've got a cool algorithm that cannot be guessed by a computer or a brute force attack.
Well, you kind of lost me on the last 2. That was a little longer. No, but I do like that technique.
But you essentially just create your own little puzzle to create your password, so you don't ever remember the actual password. You just remember the code of how to get to it, and no computer can breach it.
Be aggressive about your passwords, and you probably won't get hacked.
Yes,
that is the actual theme here.
Yeah, because this is not going to go away. We're going to see these breaches constantly coming in. I think
not
they
just
were like,
MySpace.
there's hundreds a year, from Target to Home Depot to anything. You've got a space on there.
All right, that's Ryan Eldridge, co-founder of Nerds on Call. Ryan, thanks for coming in, talking about it. Ross, Heather, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks.